Hey guys, this is John from PsychTech, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing a quick little SEO 101 for you to show you like the top 5 elements of SEO that you need to be concerned with to grow your website and grow your business. So let's get started at the top. Number 1, keyword research. This is foundational to everything you do online, because if you're not optimizing your site for the right search terms, people aren't going to be able to find you. So we need to know what people are plugging into the search engines in order to try to find people like you. So that's where keyword research comes into play. It helps us determine what kind of page we'll need to create in order to maximize your chances to rank. And if you can use that page to target a group of relevant keywords all at once, or perhaps you need to create a few additional pages to target some of the keywords individually, like service pages. Maybe you want to break them up into individual pages, or if you have like really low competition, maybe you could get away with putting them all on just one page. Things like that. A couple tools we use for this are, let's see, Keyword Generator is a good one for finding popular keyword ideas. This right here is Mangles. This is a professional level tool, but this one shows you the search term and then will bring up all related keywords that come up with therapist, like EMDR therapy, psychologist near me, CBT, psychotherapy, couples therapy. As you can see, I can also see the search volume of these keywords, the keyword difficulty of hitting these, as well as some ads metrics here for cost per click. Now, as for free tools, like I mentioned, Keyword Generator is a good one for generating ideas. Answer the Public is a good one to get keywords based in the form of questions. ChatGPT is good for some seed keyword ideas to give you results kind of like that. Ahrefs Webmaster Tools also has a free tool. Google Keyword Planner is free. Your Google Search Console is a good way of checking these things. If you don't have Google Search Console, it's a free tool, so I highly recommend grabbing it. It'll tell you what you're coming up for and how well you're coming up for it. It'll give you the impression count, all these things. That's all good data when you're trying to get a keyword that you are ranking for and push it a little further up to page 1. Google Search Console is almost mandatory in all of our builds, so definitely get that one. There's also, let's see, Google Trends, SERP Checker, and there's a couple more out there. Keyword Planner is a plugin. I know SEO Quake also has a good tool you can run across other websites, and you'll get to see how many words they have on their page and what keywords, what single keywords, two-phrase keywords, long-tail keywords, all that stuff. So check those out and definitely do your keyword research before you start building or start remodeling your site. Moving to number 2, content creation. You want to craft content for the end user, not the bots. But you do want to do a little keyword research so that the bots get tripped by the right things. But you don't want to, you know what I'm going here. You want to look at what your competitors doing. You want to collect a website keyword list and divide it into groups that will ultimately be your pages. You want to categorize all your pages into a clear site structure. You want to maintain that URL structure. So keep auditing it, checking it, and making sure that nothing is broken. That should be just kind of routine. And of course, you want to connect all the pages on the website internally with internal linking, so that like the home page right here is connected down to your About Us page. And that ties down to your mission statement, which ties down to your leadership page and your board of directors page. Or if you have like a service page, maybe you would have a couple of these in a row, and those would link off to blog posts. As long as every page is linking to another page, and the bots can crawl through here, and people can pretty intuitively navigate your site by hitting the headers, the subheaders, and the sub-subheaders, you should be in good shape. But as always, continue testing. Things happen. Google updates can break API interfaces. There's a lot of things that can screw up a website. So always maybe start out the week by just running a quick site audit, making sure everything is in the green. Next, we'll move to on-page SEO. Now, on-page SEO, here's a quick little checklist I found from WordStream Online. Nice little checklist, so go ahead and keep that if you want. On-page SEO is looking at like your header tags, your subheader tags, your internal linking, your meta tags, your image, your alt text. As you can see, there's plenty of things to check when you're looking at on-site SEO factors. We have we want to check the quality, the content, the load speed, all these things come into play. So definitely go through and find a good checklist and go through and check everything off. There's also some good auditing tools online that'll give you a quick site audit. If you want a site audit, I can give you one here as well. Go ahead and just drop your name and link in the comments and I'll shoot one off your way. Moving on from on-page SEO, we then go into off-page SEO, and we're particularly link building. Now, building links to your website are basically like building votes of trust, building affiliations, building a network that when Google looks at it, he's going to see a bunch of winners and you in the middle. That way, they'll think you're a winner too and award you the domain authority that's basically on par with those websites linking to you. So this is a tool called Majestic. This is what a link map really looks like. So you can see like this is your website. Then you have a couple high quality websites which are bigger because they have bigger domain authority. And you got a bunch of little links feeding to those websites, and then all that authority comes back to you. Now to simplify it a little bit, we got this chart here. So you could have guest blog posts on other sites feeding authority back to you. You can put comments in forums and whatnot and have that come back. These don't really do a whole lot. So with these links, I actually don't like pointing them at the main website. I prefer to take our directory listings, like our Psychology Today profile or anything else like that, and point those comments to that. And then let it feed your website there directly, because these comments don't really do a whole lot. They drive traffic, but as far as authority, you're not going to get much. Reddit isn't very authoritative. It's all over the place. It's a directory. So link those back to the directories, then link the directories to your website. Then we have like link bait, which are infographics, tools, things that you're putting out there as magnets for people to grab a hold of and share. That way, as they share these links, you get more links. It creates itself. They're nice. Then, of course, if you have some competitors or colleagues in your field that could possibly link to you, let's say you're the only EMDR trainer in your county. Maybe you have a couple of the other guys in the county offer to give them a training in exchange for a backlink. They could have a resource page on their website, for example, and they could list you as an EMDR trainer and just hyperlink that so that when people click it, they go back to your site. Things like that. And then, of course, there's like media interviews, press releases, and just, out there asking for links. So these are all techniques. But a couple more would be that aren't on this graphic. Let's see off the top of my head. Outreach is where you contact relevant websites, ask them to link to your website. Most link building strategies are basically outreach in some way, though, but that kind of goes to the link request that we were just talking on. But other than that, we also can do, broken link building, which involves finding broken external links on other websites and offering an alternative link to fix that, which is kind of a win-win, because when someone has a broken link, it degrades the quality of their website or affects their ranking. Now, if they have like a broken blog link and you could churn out a blog on your site to cover that, you could set up offer to fill the gap where their broken link is, and that would mean you now have a link off their website, and some of that domain authority will trickle down your way. Let's see, unlinked brand mentions are also good. Those are when a website mentions your brand by name, but they don't link to your website. So you could just reach out to them and be like, hey, would you mind just hyperlinking that for me? Send a little something over my way. That's usually not a big ask, especially if they're already mentioning you. So that's an easy one to grab. Then, of course, analyzing your competitors' backlinks. This will tell you which content types tend to attract the most backlinks in your industry. Do your competitors earn backlinks on like listicle posts, how-to guides, opinion pieces, or something else. And when you're doing a backlink analysis, Majestic is a really great tool for this. That's where I got this heat map, but it's not all crazy complicated. This just makes a cool graphic. They actually have a very user-friendly interface. So I would suggest them if you plan on analyzing your competitors' backlinks. And I'll probably do a video on that too. I've had extensive training in that area. And one more. All right, let's go to Haro. Help a reporter out. This is another way to build high-quality backlinks to your site. Haro connects journalists with industry experts because journalists often need industry experts' opinions in their articles. So by submitting your articles to the Haro network, it's in there, and if they pick it up, awesome. You now have a high-quality press release news article that is a backlink, and that's going to mean good points and domain authority to boost you up. So that's a little bit about backlinking, and let's move on to number 5 here, technical SEO. Now, technical SEO is kind of what it sounds like. It's the technical aspects of the website itself and making sure everything is functioning properly. This helps search engines find, crawl, and index your site efficiently. So you want to make sure that you're submitting your sitemap to Google Search Console. You're creating an SEO-friendly site structure, like we touched on briefly before. Make sure that your website's loading quickly enough. I mean, if it doesn't load in the first 2 pages, most people these days are just going to rage click away. So definitely make sure that your site's loading quickly. Then making sure that your website's mobile-friendly, because almost half of searches are on mobile these days. So don't isolate half your customer base. Make sure your stuff's mobile-friendly. Welcome to 2023. Then you want to find and fix any kind of duplicate content issues. Google has a long memory, and if you're copying and pasting anything on your website, they'll see it, they'll recognize it, and they'll ignore it. So you just wasted a lot of time. Now, other than that, you can see some general areas we like to look at, some subtopics in those areas that need special attention, and then, of course, looking for things like bottlenecks for performance, code readability, database query optimization. This can go into your Google Analytics data. That can really give you a lot of information about these types of things. And there's also some good site auditing tools that go through in depth and they check all this stuff, as well as the on-site SEO, technical SEO, and everything else we've covered here. So if you'd like an audit, drop your web link down in the comments and I'll be happy to shoot you a video. And we can go in depth on that and find out if there's any red flags holding you back. So that's SEO 101. Stay tuned for the next videos and I'll go a little more in depth on these topics and bring in some additional topics to chew on. And I think that's going to be it for this one. See you in the next video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Bye.